everybody, welcome or welcome back to Finding Joy in Becoming. It's me, Kheto Am, and if you have been here before, I'm very grateful. Thank you for always giving me a chance. And if you're new, I hope that you find something that is worthy of. I hope you find me worthy of my subscription. Yeah? Yo, it's been a while since I've done this. Basically, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Like I said, I am Heta M, and today I'm gonna give you guys a story time. So the story covers the life of a lady who has lived in the same place for like years, her whole entire life. She's been in the comfort of her space, she's been living with her parents, she's been working the same job for quite a number of years, she's had the same boyfriend. Like her life is cool, she's content, she's okay. And then one day, the coffee shop that she was working on for ages decides that, you know what, it's shutting down. I don't remember if it's a coffee shop, but it's something. It's shutting down, and it is shutting down. Somehow she ends up seeing this post about this man who needs assistance. Well, the man is on a wheelchair. She decides to apply for the job. She's a clumsy girl. One, she has no experience dealing with a person who had a spinal cord injury and who is living on a wheelchair full time. But somehow she lands the job, and she starts working, and she starts realizing that all those glitz and glam are not gold. Well, there was literally no glitz and glam, but she gets to see or realize a lot of stuff. There's an airplane passing. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah. Let's let it pass. So she obviously starts working, and obviously the person is confined to a wheelchair, so he's a bit moody and everything. And this girl, because she has no filter, decides to tell him that he should not behave like an A. She literally said that you should not behave like an A. Just because your life is hard doesn't mean you have to make everybody else's life hard. We are all here to help you. Brave, right? And then later on, as she continues to work and she starts forming a relationship with this man who she's taking care of, she finds out that he has 6 months to leave. So he has signed himself up to something, and that's something he's going to unalive himself after 6 months. Well, not really unalive himself, but he's going to be taken somewhere where he's going to actually be unalived. And to make the situation more understandable, I think I should explain his condition. He is confined to a wheelchair. He had a spinal cord injury, confined to a wheelchair. He has chronic pain, so constantly he feels pain. He is, I think, he's paralyzed from the leg, like down, like the spine, the legs, they're not moving. And I think they did mention that the only he has sensation on this part, and his hands, though they work, they are too numb. He can't like work properly. His life was hard, even with the privileges that he had, because he lives in a pretty well-off family. His life was pretty hard. So now the question that comes into this, well, it's a book, it's not a story time. The question that comes into this book is the right to die. Should people be given their right to die? Should they just soldier through lives for the sake of the people who love them? Or they should just end it, end their pain, and end the pains of those they love? Well, back to the story time. This girl, as they continue to interact with each other, she finds out that, hey, this man wants to unalive himself, and then she decides to take it upon himself to give him the best 6 months of his life, so that maybe, just maybe, he might change his mind. And we go through the whole 6 months. We see the ups and downs, we see the limitations that comes with having a wheelchair, because I feel like all the time people are just like that, you are just differently abled, but we don't understand the privileges that we have as able-bodied people. You understand? Like, we don't understand the privileges that you have, but when you get to realize that even a simple thing such as going to a bar has to be hard now because you're on a wheelchair. The simple things in his life, the things that he used to do, now they're suddenly hard. So yeah, that's very perfect. Anyways, my story time is very, 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 very detailed. It's beautifully written, it's very exceptional, and you can find it if you get yourself the book. I didn't know how I was going to deliver this whole book, because it's so hard to talk about this book without mentioning any spoilers. if you know, it's Me Before You by JoJo Moyes. It's a very wonderfully written book. It's very long. It's about the life of Louisa Clark, who Will Louisa Clark and Will calls him Clark, so we're gonna call her Clark. She has the same boyfriend for years. The boyfriend, because of Will's influence, we're going to call him Trainer Man. And it's such a wonderful story. It's very beautifully written. We get to be taken through a lot of emotions, because now you understand the reasons why Will wants to do what he wants to do, but at the same time you're just like, hey, but like, hey, you shouldn't, everybody deserves to leave, blah 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 blah. So get the book, and then you'll come back here and tell me if the decision he made was selfish. What I also wanted to tell you, why I think the book is better than the movie. I know, we can have the debate all day long, but hear me out. I watched the movie like 3 times. It's one of my comfort movies. It's like the movie that's just like a hug, the movie that's like home, And I read the book like only once, and I can tell you this: the book is better than the movie. Let me tell you why. First things first, I listened to an audiobook. The audiobook was like 16 hours long. The book was like less than 2 hours long. So imagine all of those things that were taken out. And I remember talking to one of my bookish friends, and they were like, this book, the movie is a trailer. The movie is just a trailer. It's just letting us know what's going to happen. It doesn't even cover half of the things that happen. One thing that I can give props to when it comes to the book is how they tried. I've watched worse adaptations. They have tried. And I also love the fact that it shows the growth. It shows Will and Louisa Clark's growth. It really shows it very well. We watched Will move from this arrogant man that he was to this man who is so understanding. Well, a little, because he didn't lose a little bit of that arrogance and that control that he used to have. And then we watch Louisa go from this woman who's just comfortable and confident in what she does, what she knows, to helping this girl that actually tries life, which is a good thing. I love it. But also in the book, I feel like we get to understand their characters a little bit more, because we also get to understand the characters of those around them and how they influence their character. You understand? In the movie, they couldn't really show that much, unless of course it was a series or something, but it fell short, and it really did fell short with that aspect. Otherwise, the character development proper, but the influence that the people that they lived with had on their characters, I feel like it was not shown enough. And also, we need to also note that it is very hard to take a book, and adapt it into a movie, because when you write a book, your imagination is unhindered. Your imagination is as wild as they come. So you can imagine even the things that cannot be brought forth in movies. You understand? So yeah, I think they did their best. And then why else is the book better? The book is also better because of how slow paced it is. The movie, the end, but the book is it's paced so slow. It's like music, it's like a dance, it's soft, I love it. I love it. And I wrote my notes down, and I think I'm forgetting something, so oh yeah, I think I covered anything. Another thing that I wanted to note down about books as compared to movies is their ability to capture what a person is thinking without them necessarily having to say it out loud. I feel like the only way in which you can know what a person is thinking in a movie is if they say like, yo, I'm so sad, or obviously they act sad, but you can't just have moments where you and your character have secrets. I don't sometimes when you read a book, you become friends with the character and you know secrets. It's okay, fine, she's sad, and the other character does not understand why she's sad, but you as the reader, you understand why she's sad, and it's like some sort of secrecy. It just makes sense, man. Buy the book, get the book, read the book. How? I don't know why I'm loud, but anyways, we come to the end of my video, and I don't even know why I didn't want to record this, because I think I enjoyed it. I think I really did enjoy it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and stay tuned for more biggish videos. Bye.